they always want something that they haven't seen in 6 years that's at the bottom of the white garbage bag, okay? So big, black, hefty bags work great, okay? And this bag is for your things that are going to be given away. The things that you are actually decluttering from your life. Now, before you start filling that bag, and I do want you to fill it, I want you to fill many of those black hefty bags. But before you do that, in the beginning, it's going to be very difficult. Because what you will do in your head is you'll start going through your stuff, and you'll pull it out and say, oh, my sister Ann could really use this. Oh, I should donate these to the library. Oh, this should go to Kiwanis. Oh, the church is having a garage sale. Oh, and after pulling all these things out, you'll turn around and you'll have 57 piles behind you, and you'll say, oh, well, this is a mess, and walk out the door and shut the door behind you, right? In the beginning, because you know that the purpose is to declutter. That is what we're talking about. We're talking about decluttering and really simplifying our life. Because we know that that's the purpose, you have to make it as easy on yourself as possible. You have to say, in the beginning here, while I'm handling this stuff, I'm going to choose one place and one place only that it all goes until I get a system down and can really handle it. Because what happens a lot of times is we'll start pulling things out, and then we feel like we're the secretary of the universe. And we have to drive this over to Sister Ann's house, and oh, we have to take this to Goodwill. How much work is that? Lots. How much work does Lori want to do? Little. I'll be very honest with you. I don't care if the one place that you take it is your next door neighbor and you ring the doorbell and run. That's okay. I don't care where that one place is. I would like you to choose a place, especially in the beginning, where it makes you feel like you are doing a good thing. Where at the end of the day, when it is gone, you can say, yeah, I might have made a difference today. That's powerful, and that's important. And it's a good motivator to keep you looking through your stuff. So that is the giveaway box. The third box that I use, and usually for me it's that I use a little basket because it's just gotten to that place in my life, okay? The third box for me is called the action box. And please don't call it a to-do box. Because if you call it the to-do box, it will never get to done. It just doesn't work, okay? I call it the action box. And in the action box goes things that absolutely need my attention. I may be going through my clothes. Maybe I'm going through my bedroom and I'm going through my clothes and I see an outfit that needs to be ironed. If it hasn't been ironed in 9 years, it can go to the giveaway box. Okay? Same thing with dry cleaning. If you haven't dry cleaned that in 15 years, it can go. If it needs a button sewn on it, and it's needed a button, or it's needed the heel fixed for 5 years, it can go. Okay? The action box is something that needs your attention. When I am done with my decluttering for that moment, that day, and sometimes it's as simple as I'm just going to do the medicine cabinet, and I toss the expired medicines and go through, the towels and, those are simple. But when I'm done, I have a pretty specific system because what I found is if you do it like a ritual and you actually keep the system going, you'll realize that this is not as complicated as we make it seem all of the time. And the easier that it is, the more chance that you're going to do it again, okay? For me, the action box is the first thing that I deal with. First thing that I deal with. I look in that basket and I say to myself, and I usually say it out loud because I need the audio thing. I say to myself, are you really going to handle all of this in the next 7 days? Because that's my limit on the action box. If I'm not willing to handle it in 7 days, the reality is, it's just not that important in my life. How many times have you, cut a recipe out of a magazine? How many times have you picked up a flyer from somewhere and said, oh, I'm really going to go to that? And the day comes and goes and it just didn't happen. decluttering, and even more importantly, simplifying, is just about making your life fit you, making you comfortable, making it flow. And so you gotta be honest with yourself. So I stand there and I actually say, are you really going to handle all of this in 7 days? And some of it I'll have to. Some of it will be things like permission slips that need to get filled out for the children for something for school, or, oh, make sure I return the library books, or, something like that. But a lot of times, my second look at the action box, half of it goes. The giveaway box has got to be handled in 24 hours. Got to be handled in 24 hours. It can never, you got to hear this. This is very important. Key moment. We're all Michigan State fans, right? Keep playing, keep playing. When you start the decluttering process, you have to know that the bags that you remove from your home can never cross the threshold again. And to make sure that that doesn't happen, you have to keep the bags out of the trunk of your car. Because if you move them to the trunk of your car, 3 weeks will go by, 4 weeks will go by, and you'll say, what's that rolling around the back of my trunk? And you'll go and open the trunk, oh, it's a bag! It's in there! Oh, and it's like Christmas all over again. Bad. The giveaway box has to be handled in 24 hours. I will confess, there have been moments when I've gotten down to hour 22 and thought, I gotta do something with this, and tossed it in my daughter's car. That's bad. Don't do that. And then she gets mad at me because then she's the one who has to take it to Kiwanis and willfully. But she knows she can't keep it. So the giveaway box, 24 hours. How long do you have for your action box? 7 days. 7 days. Giveaway box, 24 hours. Action box, 7 days. What is your other box? Who's paying attention? Not here. The not here box truly should be handled within the first hour after decluttering. Because, by definition, the only things that went into the not here box already have a home. You know where they go, right? And so I have been known, because like I said, this is results. I have been known to give one of my children the laundry basket and say, put it away. And they run around, put it where it goes, and so that makes it very easy. Sometimes you have children who just have little minions running around to help you. One of the things that I want to talk about tonight that we cover a little bit more in the simplifying class is papers. And because a lot of us are dealing with papers. And yes, when we declutter, we usually start with things. Do you know what I mean? Because that makes our life much easier right away. I mean, quite honestly, people say to me, well, Lori, where should I start? You have to start somewhere that you're going to see it all the time. Do not start in the second guest room that you enter once a year. Don't start back there. Because you're not going to see it and you're not going to be rewarded with that visual all the time. I think for women, one of the best places to start, your purse, your car, your makeup kit, your medicine cabinet, your linen closet, your pantry, those sorts of things. Because every single time you go to make lunches for your kids, or you go to cook dinner, and you open up that pantry and it works, you want to dance. It's a thing, right? I lost my train of thought. Paper will make you do that. The problem with paper is that it's really insidious. It starts as one sheet, right? In my decluttering classes, I never used to give away papers. So I'm like, where are they going to end up? But it starts out like one sheet of paper, And then all of a sudden, there's 5 sheets of papers. and then your counter has been swallowed up by it. And then all of a sudden you don't really have